Just begin with whatever works and feels comfortable in your body. Lay on your back, lay on your belly, seated. Go ahead and press play on your playlist at this moment in time, if you're choosing to use music. Let your eyes shut if that's your choice, or just soften your gaze. And notice how you've arrived on your mat. Begin to get the feeling of whatever is touching the mat, whatever is touching the air. So the feel of temperature on your skin, the press of your body into the mat or your sit bones or your belly. Maybe it's the external sounds washing around you. Center in and focus in on your breathing, especially those little in-between spots in your breath. The end of your inhales, the end of your exhales. Inhaling through your nose, take a big full deep breath. Exhale through your mouth, sigh out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out. Inhale through your nose. Seal your lips, exhale through your nose. Keep that same constriction through the back of your throat. So it's still audible, you can still hear it and feel it. Inhale. Exhale. Noticing, again, those spaces in between, the very end of your inhales, the very end of your exhales. Begin to add a little bit of movement into your body. So maybe it's a wiggle through your fingers or your toes. Open and expansion through your chest. A twist. Pay attention, again, to those spots in between your vertebrae as you're moving, in between your fingers if they're pressed into the mat. Even in between the beats of your heart. Keep focusing in on your breath. Keep letting movement happen. In your own time and with your own way. You haven't begun to shift onto your hands and knees. Maybe you allow yourself the space for that. Find some extension, some movement through your spine and your vertebrae. Child's pose is always available, shifting hips back from feet to heels, fingertips reaching forward. You're ready to shift up into a downward facing dog. You can curl your toes under and lift your hips high. Begin to pedal through your feet. You want to take another couple of breaths before getting there. Get into your practice. Let your navel draw in and up towards your spine. Lift through your pelvic floor. Still cultivating a deeper breath. Inhale, begin to walk your feet forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Soften your knees if you'd like, matching chest to thigh, relaxing your head down. There could be a gentle sway. You could hug your legs. If you wanted to twist, you could press the left hand down and lift the right hand up, straightening the right leg, moving deeper into your head. Forward fold, take the opposite side. Soft knees, inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Lift your arms up and over your head, fingertips going high. Side stretch from side to side. Exhaling, lengthening over to the right, however you'd like, pressing down through your left foot. Inhale, lift up to center, reach. Exhale, opposite direction, pressing down into your right foot. Inhale, lift up, maybe a back bend, navel stays tucked in. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Soft knees can happen. Inhale, peek forward, half lift. Exhale, press your palms into the mat and step back. Nice flat back, knees come down if needed. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, hover your chest. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Hips down or hips lifted, upward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Super traditional sun, just moving into your breathing so that you can find that link between your breath and your body. Turning your gaze up to the front of the mat, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, take a half lift, engage your core. Exhale, forward fold down. If you need to soften your knees, please do. You need to roll up, please do. Otherwise, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, side to side. Inhale, lift up and lengthen, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, take a half lift, engage your core. Exhale, press your palms into the mat and step back. Plank pose, high to low. All on your exhale, carry it downwards. Inhale, lift up through your heart, arch your back. Exhale, lift up through your hips, downward facing dog, and just take 2 or 3 breaths here. Now, if you know this, take it on your own. When you're ready, step or hop up to the front of the mat, half lift, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, sway side to side on your exhales. A little bit of a back bend. Forward fold all the way down. Half lift. Palms press into the mat. Step back, high to low. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Compression in your lower back. Exhale, hips rise up towards the ceiling. Downward facing dog. Paying particular attention to those spaces in between the ends of your exhales as they give in to the beginnings of your inhales. The end of your inhales, belly full, chest full, giving into your exhales. Step up to the front of the mat and start again. Half lift, forward fold. Reach all the way up, side to side. Half lift, step it back, high to low. If you wanted to add in a second chaturanga, a third, a child's pose underneath that upward facing dog. Step forward, half, fold, reach up side to side. Couple of breaths in your down dog. Step forward and start again, following your breathing rhythm. Finish up the round that you're on. The next time you get to your down dog, 5 breaths. Bottom of your exhale of that last 5th breath. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Spiral your left heel down onto the mat, lunge into your right knee. Think about your hips being square with the front, left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale, lift your arms up into your warrior one. Keep pressing down through your back heel. Inhaling through your nose. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Press into your left hand. You can take the 2 peace fingers, wrap them around your right big toe if you wanted the bind as you shift your weight to the left, side plank. Exhale, release down into your chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Step the left foot forward in between your hands. Forgot my rights and lefts there for a second. Bring the right heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up. So same thing here. Hips are squared to the front. Fingertips reaching high. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. 2 peace fingers wrap around your left big toe if you're choosing to take the bind. Otherwise, just step back. Inhale into your side plank. Exhale, release the left hand down, high to low. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips rest. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Chin towards your chest, press the fingers and palms. Bottom of your exhale carries your feet up to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lift up onto the tips of your toes. Drop your hips back towards your heels, toe stand. Hands lift up, finding balance. Navel drawn in and up. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Exhale into your turbo chair. So your arms are going to sweep back. Stay on your toes. Keep your chest towards your thighs and lift your hips so that your thighs are parallel to the floor. Inhale, bring your heels down. Lift your arms up. A little bit of a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step it back. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips rest. Right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Peace fingers to toes. If you're binding, inhale, side plank. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Left foot forward. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Couple of breaths. Step or hop to the front. Inhale, toe stand. Hips drop. Come onto the tips of your toes. Find your balance. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Exhale, turbo chair. Chest stays down towards your thighs. Hips lift up. Inhale, heels down. Maybe a little bit of a back bend as you stand. Exhale, forward fold. Half left. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, high to low. Moving through your vinyasa, start again. Same exhale that carries you into down dog, steps the right foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Side plank. Inhale, left. Exhale, hands down, high to low. Inhale, heart lifts up. Exhale, hips lift up. Left foot forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down. Shift your weight. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, high to low. Heart and hips. Take a few breaths in your down dog. Start again, feet traveling to the front. Toes stand, hips drop as you breathe in. Turbo chair, exhale, lift your hips. Stand tall, heels down. Exhale, forward fold. Keep moving. You take your vinyasa, then you're going to start again. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, into your side plank. Starting again with the left leg. Warrior one, opposite side. Couple of breaths in your downward facing dog. Front of the mat, toe stand. Little chair series here at the front. Into the back bend, fold. Keep going. Maybe 2 more times through. You can move faster, you can move slower. Remember to breathe. Once you finish up on the left side, you take that last final vinyasa. 5 breaths in your down dog. Maybe walking your hips a little bit from side to side, finding a bit of a stretch in the lower lumbar part of your spine. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Back toes are curled under. Lunge into your right knee. Inhale, lift your arms up. High crescent lunge. Exhale, you're going to take your right hand, sweep it down to the floor. Left hand's going to reach to the front of your room. Maybe you bend your left knee so you can touch the floor. Open up into your twist. Inhale, you're gonna lift up into a sky archer, straighten your back leg, catch your right wrist, turn your torso towards the left. Open up to the right side of your body. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame your right foot. Step back, high to low. Heart lifts up, hips rise. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot steps through. Curl your back toes under. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand drags down to the floor as the right hand tracks to the front. Touch the floor as you open into your twist. Inhale, sky archer. You can come back through touching the floor as you catch your left wrist. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. High to low. Heart lifts up. Hips rise up. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step through. Curl the back toes under. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, open twist, touching the floor on your way. Inhale, sweeping back up, catch your wrist. Exhale, you're gonna bend your left knee, Skandasana to the back of the room. Left hip to left heel, right leg straightens, right toes lift. Look for a stretch on the underside of your right leg, turning towards the left. On your inhale, both hands come to the back of the mat. Turn your hips, bring the right knee down. Reach your right hands up into your kneeling lunge, left arm back, so a little corkscrew. Exhale, hips back towards your heels. Forward fold over your left leg. So you're looking for the stretch on the underside of the left leg. Left toes track back. Inhale, walk your hands up. Press through both feet, warrior two. Keep the left knee bent and lift your arms up into a nice strong T. On your exhale, humble warrior, hands behind you. Dive your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Crown of your head moving down. One last posture here. Revolve half moon. Right hand comes down next to your left foot, somewhere in the vicinity. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Squeeze through your back glute, press through your heel. Finalize that twist by lifting up through your left arm. Exhale, step back, high to low. Heart lifts, hips rise. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, drape your hand down and twist. Inhale, come up, catch your left wrist, sky archer. Exhale, bend into your right knee, Skandasana. Turning towards the front of the room. Inhale, bring your left knee down, lift your left arm up. Exhale, hips go back towards your heel. Inhale, walk forward, warrior two. Ground both feet down, right knee stays back. Exhale, humble, hands behind you, right shoulder to the inside of your right leg. Inhale, revolve half moon. Left hand down, right hand lifts up with your back leg. Squeeze through your glute. Exhale, hands down, step it back. Rolling through your vinyasa. Right leg lifts up. Exhale, step. Inhale, high crescent, fingertips rise. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, catch your wrist. Exhale, slide to the back of your mat. Inhale, kneeling to the back, corkscrew, right arm lifts. Exhale, hips back towards your heels. Half seated splits. Inhale, warrior two. Open up through your arms. Exhale, humble, bind and fall. Inhale, revolve, half moon, right hand down, right leg lifts, left arm lifts. Last little bit to add on. Exhale, curtsy. You can even tap your right knee all the way down to your left ankle. Inhale, rise up, grounding into your left foot. Catch the right toes with two peace fingers in front of you. Left hand to left hip, try to straighten your right leg. So if this doesn't work, hold the shed. Exhale, standing splits, toes lift up, hands come down. Inhale, step back into your plank. So find a nice solid sensation there. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips rise. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step, high crescent lunge. Fingertips are rising up. Open twist, sweep the floor. Catch your wrist as you lift. Skandasana to the front of your mat. Right hip towards the right heel. Kneeling to the front. Corkscrew, left arm lifts up. Exhale, hips back towards your heel. Warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, humble, bind and fall. Revolve, half moon, inhale. Left hand down, left leg lifts. Curtsy, tap your knee, maybe all the way down to the right ankle. Inhale, rise up. Touch your toes. Out of A. You need a few breaths here to find your balance, take them. Standing splits, toes up, hands down. Inhale, you can hop back, step back. Exhale, high to low. Heart lifts, hips rise. Start again. If you know it, take it in your own hands. Otherwise, right foot forward. Arms rise up. Open twist. Catch your wrist. Skandasana to the back. Left knee bends. Kneel, lean, lunge to the back. Right knee down, right arm lifts. Hips back towards your heel. Walk forward, warrior two. Humble, hands behind you, fall. Revolve, half moon, inhale. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, lift up, cat A. If you need 2 or 3 breaths here to stabilize, to move out of oxygen, I think it's called depreciation, to smooth your breath out again. So your inhales and exhales are distinct. Standing splits. Take it back, high to low. Left side. High crescent lunge, fingertips rise. Sweep and twist. Catch your wrist. Skandasana, hip to heel. Turn to the front of the mat, corkscrew. Hips back towards your heel. Walk forward, warrior two. Bind and fall, humble. Revolve, half moon, moving into balancing. Curtsy, lift up, pat. Maybe a couple of breaths. Standing splits. Step it back, high to low. Start again with the right side. Stay with your breathing. So you have your high crescent, into your sweep, sky archer, and then moving to the back of the room. Skandasana, kneeling twist, half seated splits. Warrior two, big strong T through the arms, then rise and fall, humble warrior. Bring your right hand down and then lift up into your revolved half moon. Exhale, curtsy. Inhale, lift up into your pada A, right foot out in front of you. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, step back, take your vinyasa. Left leg lifts. Focus on taking a round or half a round or a few postures on your own within your breathing. Find a rhythm that works for your body, that keeps you present. Even if that means holding, maybe that's your space. Last time through. Once you finish up this round on this side, go ahead and meet in a standing position at the front of your mat. So you could take that last standing split straight into just Tadasana mountain pose. Find the tuck of your navel, hands down by your sides. Monitor your breath again. Breath is discontinuous, so it comes and goes. It's a bridge between your mind and your body, your spirit, because it actually is conscious and subconscious, right? So you breathe all day long, you don't have to ask yourself to do it. At the same time, you can make it a very conscious breath. And this attention to your breathing can also lower your heart rate, lower your stress levels, lower your metabolic activity, your blood sugar, your tension, just by watching. And the pause that happens in between doesn't have to be a long gap. It's very natural. It's like pressing the space key on a sentence. I'm going to root down through my left foot. Pick your right foot up. Cross the right ankle over the left and sink your hips back. Flex through your right toes, reach your arms back behind you. Squeeze through your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift your heart just a bit so that you can feel the contraction through your shoulder blades, maybe some activation through your triceps. If you need a little bit more stretch through your pectoral minor, which is right here next to your, I guess, side boob, if you want to call it that. Squeeze through your elbows, keeping the elbows bent. Now I'm hypermobile, so mine look funky. Yours probably won't look that way. Inhale through your nose. On your exhale, let your chest move down towards your thigh. And just stay here. Stay there and breathe. If you need to release your hands down, you can. But try to stay on that one leg. Feel charging happening through your left butt cheek. Lean into your breathing. Focus in on your breath. One more full breath here. Inhale, lift up, kick the right foot out in front of you. So one-legged mountain pose. Lift it a little bit higher, reach your fingertips a little bit higher. Feel it in your quadricep on your right leg. Exhale, swing the right leg back. Hands come to the inside of your left foot. Walk the left foot out as needed. We're gonna take a couple of lizard push-ups. Exhale, lower your chest down, your chin down. Inhale, push back up, navel stays tucked in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push back up, 3 more. This last inhale is gonna lift you all the way up. Press into both feet. Turn towards the opposite end of your mat. Exhale, hands down to frame your right foot. Keep the right knee bent, the left toes curled under. Inhale, lift your right arm up, dragonfly twist. And then begin to shift your weight into your right toes. Lift your right heel up. And just hold right here. Stay in your breathing. Space in between your collarbones. Go back to focusing on the space in between your breaths. The space in between your heartbeats. In between your collarbones. Maybe even in between your ribs, your intercostal muscles as they spread apart. As you inhale and exhale. Try to keep weight in your right knee, in your right quadricep, in your right toes. Lean into any shakiness. Couple more breaths. Exhale, release the heel down. Right hand comes down in front of your right foot. Inhale into your half moon. Begin to stack your hips, straighten your right leg. Lift your left arm up. Feel the engagement through the outside of your left leg and your left hip. Lift your leg up a little bit higher. Keep pressing through your back heel. One more deep breath here. On your inhale, through the nose, begin to bend into your right knee. Draw the left leg up in front of you. Exhale, connect the left ankle to the right knee and sink your hips back. Draw your hands back behind you. Try to squeeze through the shoulder blades as you drop your chest down. Now you can hold, or you can bring your hands down to the floor if needed. But stay with your breath. You want an opening to the left side. You want to feel that charging through your right side. We have this balance when we're born. This balance between breath, body, and spirit, and mind, emotional, physical. And as we get older, the mind begins to take over. It gains in strength. And slowly the other parts of us begin to weaken until the spirit is only a whisper. And this focus on the pause, on the in-between spaces, in the middle between expansion and contraction. This is what helps you stay in the present. This is the pathway to liberation. And how you're going to stand tall, lift the left leg up. Whew, no balance. Exhale, take the left foot back, hands to the inside of the right. Make adjustments as necessary. 5 lizard push-ups. Inhale through your nose, exhale, lower chest. Inhale, lift. 4 more. Last one, lift you all the way up. You're going to turn back to the front of your mat. Exhale, bring the right hand down and the hands down to frame your left foot. And then the inhale, lift your left arm up. Lift your left heel up. And just breathe. You notice where your mind is at. Is it a jumbled mess? Is it like a run-on sentence? Press your space key. This is that pause. Stay with your breathing. Take a half moon, bring the left heel down, left hand comes down. Inhale, lift up, stack your hips, reach through the right side of your body. Charge through the outside of your right hip, activate so that you can lift your leg a little bit higher as you drill through your back heel. Think about expanding north, south, east, west, just like a compass. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, bend both knees, drill down through your feet and lift your arms up high. Tuck your navel in and scoop your tailbone under a bit, just into your chair pose for the last few breaths. Sink a little lower. And a little lower. Hands over your heart. Notice what happens to your heartbeat as your hands lower. Your breath. The space your breath takes up in your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half flow. Exhale, hands down, step back. High to low. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, hips rise. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, right foot to the outside of your right hand. Left knee relaxes down. Moving into a lizard position, you can adjust your right foot as needed. So some people feel good with it sliding out to the side, turning onto the blade of the right foot. If you wanted to come down onto your elbows, you could. If you're in a house that has lots of pillows and your elbows don't reach the floor, you can always draw something underneath your elbows. But the main thing is you're looking to feel some sensation through the outside of your hip into the quadricep on the left. And just breathe into that space. If your breath begins to slow down, let that happen. Hold your lizard pose. And let yourself sink a little bit more. We've got about another minute here. If your preference is to take a little quadricep stretch, you can ground down through your left elbow or the left palm of your hand. Reach your right hand back and bend into your left knee. You can grab onto the foot, drawing heel towards buttocks to open up. Release. Inhale, walk your hands back. Wrists underneath your shoulders. You want your left knee underneath your hips. Stretch your right foot out to the right, off your mat, right leg straight. Sink your hips back into a one-legged child's pose. So you can feel an opening through the inside of your right leg. You can widen your left knee out if you want. Then you can release your head down or stack forearms, placing your forehead there, stack fists. If it doesn't work with your leg out to the side this way, if that doesn't feel good, you can always drape it more back into like almost a modified pigeon pose. You're not going to get the stretch through the inner thigh, but it'll still feel nice to take some of the compression out of the knee from the lizard pose. Hold it long. Inhale, gently walk your hands back up. Slide the right leg back underneath you to match the left. Curl your toes under, lift your hips. Pedal through your feet a few times, maybe looking at differences between the right and left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the outside of your left hand. So lizard pose on this side, right and down. Same thing here. Do what you need to for your body. Walk the foot out, come down onto the elbows. Find that space to breathe. And then just soften. Steadiness in your breath. Continue to breathe. See if your body can get a little heavier. You're going to move into the quadricep stretch. You can press down to the right elbow or the right hand. Reach your left arm back as you bend into your right knee. Draw the right heel towards the right glute. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, walk your hands back. Once again, kicking the left leg out to the left. Adjusting your right knee as needed, sinking your hips back, one-legged child's pose. Now again, you could slide that left foot all the way back if you wanted more of like kind of like a modified pigeon, just to take some of the compression and the crunchiness out for me. And now slowly walk yourself back up. Slide the left knee underneath you to meet the right. If you wanted a few cat-cows, a downward facing dog, a last vinyasa. But in the end, you're going to meet me on your back. So however you need to get there. Roll all the way down. And then whatever you need to serve your body in this last minute or two. If you wanted to rock a little bit from side to side. If you wanted a gentle twist, letting the knees turn to the right, head to the left. If you would like a bridge position, letting your hips lift, or some sort of inversion, or you just want a longer Shavasana. Whatever you do on the right side, make sure that you repeat on the left. Mindfully in your own time, because you've got plenty of it. You can start to lengthen your legs out, taking whatever form of Shavasana you're choosing to take for yourself. That could mean laying on your back, but it could also mean laying on your belly, or seated, or on your side. If you wanted to ease the music off, you could. If you're choosing not to, I would seriously suggest turning it down. There's some very over-enthusiastic clapping that happens at the end of the song. Unless you want an applause for yourself. Rest. Slowly you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Placing your hands over your heart. Take a moment or two to send out gratitude, loving kindness, forgiveness. Find that little pause that happens at the end of every beat, just like it happens at the end of every breath. These are like wings. They have the ability to lift you up, regardless of the circumstance. There's a poem or something by Hugo something. I can get the information for you if you need it. But he says that to be like the bird pausing in flight, on boughs so slight that he can feel them give away, but continues to sing, knowing that he has wings. Inhaling, lift your arms up and over your head, give a big stretch. Exhaling, roll over to one side. Couple of breaths here. Mindfully pressing your hands down onto the mat, you can lift up into a seated position. Hands come over your heart, chin tucks down into your chest. It has been an honor to guide you. Thumbs up to the third eye. Beautiful inside and out. Please look for that in others as well. Namaste. Now unmute everybody.